are watching a very big storm starting to develop in the mid-Atlantic states, putting down a lot of heavy snow, and it's only just begun, as the carpenters would say. Let's go to some video from earlier today when the snowstorm was in its fledgling stages and the snow coming down. It was coming down in this video over the next couple of days because we have a big storm. We're talking historic proportions. Some people are calling it the storm of the year, possibly. It certainly is going to put down a big swath of snow, and big in both size and in scope, because we are looking at a foot to 3 feet of snow in some areas, and a big area at that, starting off in the Virginias and Kentucky and spreading right up the coastline. And not saying that Boston is going to see a foot of snow, but certainly we have that chance in Philadelphia, as this is going to be a major snowstorm. The icy weather could be a problem too in parts of North Carolina. Let's look at the big picture here. Through early morning Sunday, this is where we likely will see the snowy cover, or the snowy roads and the problems on the roadways. Later on, the snow creeps up the coastline. There's a lot of cold, dry air in place, so it's going to take a while to get the snow into New York City and Philadelphia, but it will get there. And once it gets there, it'll really start to accumulate. And by tomorrow night, blizzard conditions around Philly, and certainly moving into New York City through early Monday. It is a major storm. Let's go to the satellite picture and see what it looks like. This is it right here. It doesn't look like much, does it? Well, it's what you can't see that makes it a very strong storm. It's the invisible wind, the jet stream energy. It's screaming in here about 170 knots, and that's approaching 200 miles per hour, turning this thing into a little bomb. It's going to start to really spin around. The winds are going to pick up. The snow is even going to get heavier. We could have 2 to 3 inches falling per hour with this system. And not to mention the cold air. And we've got plenty of that too, especially coming in behind this system. We'll talk about the temperatures in the forecast in just a second. Now, earlier today, a pretty good swath of snow came down. We've had some lake effect snow and a little snow left over from another system in Kansas, but this is all basically new snow through this area. And some areas have seen more than a foot, and we're still accumulating it here. Washington, D.C. up to 4 or 5 inches and still counting. And it has been coming down heavily at times. Once again, here's all the cold air. Here's the energy coming up, and we've got a lot of rain in Florida, by the way. If you got some outdoor plans, you might think twice in the Sunshine State. Let's go to it. The forecast